Cool.
Fire away.
Alright. Hello everyone, welcome to another L2SC cast. This is of course Basement Cat, and we are joined with Iced. We're both from L2SC, of course. We have NrG.Ostojiy as our third player, and Pokebunny from VT as our Terran player. So we're gonna have a nice ZVT for you guys today. It's gonna be a really interesting matchup. This is of course the grand finals of the CEVO Team League. And you know it's going to be a good game when there's a word grand in it. So hopefully we see a nice game today.
Yeah, the formatting for the CEVO League is a lot different from other leagues you guys may have come across, or even like the Korean kind of clan war style. Teams each have 4 players. The players are broken up into 1v1 best of 3s. Basically, the team with the most wins at the end of the night will achieve the victory. So basically, you have to win 3 of your best of 3 matchups. If we are tied 2-2, the team captains will each select a player, and those players will play in an ace match to settle the round. So that's what we're looking forward to today. We are going to get 2 of the best of 3s over on the other side at EREV. They're getting the remaining 2 best of 3s, and we're going to see who our winner is by the end of the night. We got Pokebunny spawning as the green Terran here in the northern position on Metalopolis, and in the southern position, Ostojiy spawning as the purple Zerg here in cross positions. So really an interesting style. I really love the CEVO style. It's a different approach, a kind of an RTS, or not an RTS, sorry, but an FPS approach, of course, to these kind of matchups. And it's good to have this kind of variety, actually, because we don't see that too often. A lot of the leagues just copying everybody else. So it's a really good style. Grand finals, as Basement mentioned, and I'm really looking forward to this ZVT, actually. I love both these players.
Absolutely. Of course, ZVT, a very dynamic matchup. It's not a mirror matchup, which is, thank goodness, it's a very boring thing to watch occasionally, especially PvPs right now seem to be a little bit more drawn out than they used to be. TVTs used to be like that, and now we're kind of getting on the shorter end of things, but regardless, Ostojiy right now hasn't built anything quite yet. He has built a hatchery in his expansion. Going looking at Pokebunny, he's got a 2 barracks opening right now, so possibly going to go for a 2 barracks pressure build and then move into an expansion. Seems to be very popular with Terran players, unless he does a lot of damage to Ostojiy's expansion, like say if he can kill a lot of drones should they be there, or if he can actually get rid of this hatchery, he might actually just decide to go for a full-on all-in, which does work a lot against the Zerg players who do fast expand. So Zerg obviously going to be taking that into consideration. He is building an extractor right now in his main, as well as the spawning pool. So pretty much standard play from both these players. 2 racks here from Pokebunny is going to be the determining factor.
Yeah, definitely the early aggression, as you mentioned. It's a really, really good play style. Very difficult, I find, a cross map like this. This will allow Pokebunny to set up the bunker on the low ground, as you can see. That's already just started production. He's going to pull the SCV away as the drones do get into position to start harassing that bunker. Drones trying to find a way around. This is going to be really annoying for the first little bit for Ostojiy, as he's going to have to contend with this. He is going to deny that first bunker. It's going to get cancelled there. The Marines are going to get into position, but this is a very good pressure build, and it does allow Pokebunny to get hopefully an edge. We'll see, as a drone was traded for an SCV there. Bunker is at half health. Another drone getting very low as more Marines are joining in. Ostojiy just getting the Zerglings out. There are 6 lings out, I think, or 8 lings there even. So they are going to deny the bunker from building. The bunker does get finished. The SCV building the bunker goes down, but the Marines are being chased well out of position right now. They will go in to clean up the bunker. Pokebunny is going to have to sacrifice that, and really good style. I should mention that the current top ranked team in this is actually NrG. They are the team that made it through the kind of the winning bracket. This was a double elimination format, so it's going to be slightly different how the remaining matches are going to play out as an expansion is thrown down by Pokebunny. The matches are going to play the best of 3. There isn't a double elimination, so it's not like VT has to win 2 sets of kind of best of 3 matches against the NrG players. What's going to happen is the NrG players, if they lose a map, they do select the next map in the best of 3. They will get a downvote, though, if they do win. Sorry, win a map. I said lose. But if they do win, they will get a downvote. Whereas VT, when they win a map, they will not get a downvote. So that is how the advantage of the 2v1s, kind of the double elimination, is going to play out right now. And it's winner takes all here, guys. This is the grand finals we mentioned earlier. 5 headphones on the line from Zoe, the USB headphones. So really cool sponsor from CEVO, so you guys should check them out. And it's really neat to see as Ostojiy has kind of protected that natural expansion very well. Just getting gas and getting his metabolic boost underway and droning really heavily right now.
Yeah, he actually, I think, overcommitted to the defense of his natural, and it's really biting him in the back because now he's got a whole bunch of Zerglings that he can't really do anything with. I mean, that's 100, 200, 300, or not, 150 minerals worth of Zerglings right now, and they're probably all just going to die to Marines should they try and come into contact with them. And there you are, already 2 going, or 1 going down. So it's pretty unfortunate there for Ostojiy, but of course, what can you do? He could have maybe taken into consideration that you are spawning on the cross position, so defense isn't as crucial as it is in close ground. I think he was just reacting to what he saw. It probably won't play a factor into the long game because you have both players kind of recovering from their initial phases. Pokebunny bringing out his expansion, already starting to mine, as well as Ostojiy fully saturating his expansion. So even though he did a little bit of an overcommittal, it's not going to hurt him at all. He does have, oh, look at this, 2 Zelda Watchtowers, both taken by him, so he's going to have a nice coverage over there, as well as the scan going down onto his main hatchery, which is right now morphing into a lair. Stim going down right now for Pokebunny, so he has a pretty fearsome force right now, but he isn't teching right now. He is building a factory, right, but he does have 4 barracks, so he's possibly just going to use that factory to scout and bring out that starport and have a medevac Marine combination to go against the Zerg player Ostojiy. And it's going to be crucial right now what tech switch Ostojiy does. He obviously isn't going to go for Zerglings. He's building a few, but of course he has, oh, Banelings. All right, that's nice. I like to see that. But what else is coming down? Spire. Oh boy, that's going to be tough. Whenever you go Spire against mass Marines, it's always a hard thing to do because then you have to depend on that Mutalisk combination to go and do pretty much 100% harass and none of it anything else. Anyways, Zerglings now attacking the tech lab of Pokebunny's base.
Yeah, meanwhile, Ostojiy is defending his main base there as natural, losing quite a few drones there as that pile of Marines with Stim from Pokebunny has done significant damage to the front of the base. Queen's in there. Zerglings just repelling the base now. He was up to 58 workers. He lost 18 workers in that transition. Meanwhile, the Zerglings on Pokebunny's base were repelled. Very minimal losses I can see from the Pokebunny side. Still the drone worker count in favor of Ostojiy. He did a great job of droning up so hard there in the first stages. Almost got punished for it, but now I think he's in a really good area as he does have Speedlings out. Banelings are going to be coming around just pretty shortly, and he's got a pretty good harass. Pokebunny is left with just Marines, as you mentioned. Starport's finally getting Medivacs out, but this combination, obviously Baneling, Mutalisk, just death to Marine tank.
Oh yeah, it's the classic Zerg combination. It's the bread and butter of the Zerg arsenal. It's the Mutalisk, Baneling, and Zergling, and you can later transition into Roach, Baneling, Mutalisk should you have the economy to support it. And that's just a deadly combination, especially to what Pokebunny seems to be going for, which is Medivacs. I mean, Medivacs can heal Marines, but not fast enough to avoid a Baneling killing a whole bunch of Marines. So that's going to be right now up to Pokebunny if he can split his forces up properly, as well as stim away from those Banelings fast enough, then he might be able to do something. Zerglings in the meantime, and Banelings now walking into the natural Pokebunny.
Oh my.
All of them getting taken out. This is not a good thing for Pokebunny right now. Obviously, he really shouldn't have let that happen, but regardless, it happened. Now he's got to deal with the big
He's losing Medivacs midfield there. That was a 20 worker difference there. Ostojiy actually separating the worker count in by huge numbers there. So it looks like obviously the Mutalisk numbers for Ostojiy growing now. He's going to have a pretty sizable force. 8 Mutalisk out right now. No more Banelings out, but the third base for him is done at the 7 o'clock expansion. So our Zerg champion is going to be in a little bit of an advantage. He did snipe 1 Medivac, and these Mutalisk are just going to begin to harass Pokebunny. Pokebunny has a few turrets in tactical positions, and a few Marines kind of spattered around, but he's going to start taking pretty significant damage. The 4 racks is enough to get a ton of Marines Marines out. But these Baneling numbers are going to start to grow, and it looks like Centrifugal Hooks is almost done. So Ostojiy is gonna be in a great spot here to counter this mass Marine build from Pokebunny. No tanks, no beefy units out yet, just Marine Medivac, and it's not gonna be easy for him to kind of counter these Baneling Mutalisk.
He's just waiting around for that Centrifugal Hooks to knock in, or to kick in, and it's just about to happen, and he's going to be able to go on the offensive. He might actually catch these Marines off guard coming from the back flank. Oh my goodness. And coming in with, oh, look at that, with Banelings in the front. Takes out almost everything in one fell swoop. Pokebunny in big trouble right now, losing all of his Medivacs as well. That's a lot of money gone down. He is loading up a drop right now to go all the way around and possibly drop in the main of Ostojiy. We'll just have to see if Ostojiy can actually catch that happening, as he does have Overlords in position, but there is a gap there, so there is a small possibility that Pokebunny may get into the base of Ostojiy without any detection. But right now, Pokebunny in a lot of trouble, as he only has a bunker and a few Marines to defend against this massive push here by Ostojiy. Ostojiy looking to win this game right now, looking to take out all of the units of Pokebunny. He does get repelled though. Those Marines are just so good against Mutalisk. A lot of those Mutalisk getting taken out, 2 on red health. Drop about to happen. Oh, it does not go detected. Ostojiy has no idea this is happening. He was able to just get in that little narrow crack. Now he has 8 Marines, I believe. Now heading into the base of Ostojiy. He's going to snipe out a lot of these units. Spine Crawler there, but it's not going to do anything. He is actually going to lose this Spire. Will he? Oh, it's just going to be so close. He should pick up. He should pick up. No, he's not going to pick up. Mutalisk is on the way now to go and clean up that.
Forget Marauders, man. Did you see how much damage those Stim Marines into that Spire? With just only a few seconds of damage there, +1 attack Marines. Just almost cleaned up that whole Spire. Pokebunny keeping pressure on the third base there of Ostojiy. But Ostojiyy's forces are in great position. Zerglings do get us around. More Medivacs are being dropped here. Pokebunny's losing a handful of Marines and at least 3 or 4 Medivacs with every transition. Pokebunny is not able to expand any further. He is barely holding on to his own natural worker lead is a 30 worker advantage. Obviously the mules for the Terran giving a little bit of an economical advantage, but gold base going down for Ostojiy right now, so he's going to have a huge economical lead here. He already does. He's going to build on top of that, and this next hit from Ostojiy here on Pokebunny is going to be very devastating, as there's only 2 Medivacs out right now, and it looks like just 1 control group, 24 Marines. They're being loaded up. Medivac's going to go in different directions. Pokebunny just trying to stay in it by harassing, but this next strike on his base there is going to be very, very devastating, as looks like those Banelings are +1 as well. One of the Medivacs almost was killed there. Looks like Ostojiy is going to spot it. He is going to clean it up pretty easily, so that drop goes down. The remaining eastern side drop is there, but he's being forced back Pokebunny's being forced right back into his base, and the gold expansion is done. More and more coming out. If you check the unit counts, there's right now a 30 food lead right now for our Zerg hero, Ostojiy. So
yeah, he's got a really, really big lead on Pokebunny right now, both in food as well as in income and in terms of worker count. A huge lead in worker count. Shows how much those mules are actually helping out Pokebunny right now. He needs more mules though. He needs to secure this third, but Ostojiy doing a good job releasing that creep onto the possible third. He's probably going to move to the gold expansion, also release creep there just to delay any expansion possibilities for Pokebunny. Meanwhile, Pokebunny taking out a lot of units here in the natural of Pokebunny, and Ostojiy taking out a lot of units in Pokebunny's natural. He's going to do a lot of damage here, actually, because there's no more Marines out. There's no amalgamation of them in the front of his base. Meanwhile, Pokebunny now in the front of Ostojiy's base, returning the favor and trying to kill as much as he can, but Baneling's taking out those Marines as well.
Yeah, drone's being pulled off. Pokebunny GG's out, so it looks like Pokebunny is going to get to select the next map. Ostojiy will get a veto. He will get to veto 1 map for the next match. So this is a best of 3, guys. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.